Hi Year 8, welcome to week 2 and the YouTube clips. This week we're going to be looking at measurement and we'll be doing that next week as well. Let's start with the basics. We're going to look at length and converting units of length today. Length is a measurement in one dimension, so a long line. When we're converting units, this little diagram here is really helpful to remember. So we can think of this as a little stepping stones to convert between the units. So, for example, when I'm converting from kilometres to metres, I need to times by 1,000 because there's 1,000 metres in a kilometre. If I want to go from metres to centimetres, I need to times by 100 because there's 100 centimetres in a metre. If I'm going from centimetres to millimetres, I need to times by 10, because there are 10 millimetres in a centimetre. Now if I'm going the other way, I divide. So if I'm going from millimetres to centimetres, I need to divide by 10. If I'm going from centimetres to metres, divide by 100. And from metres to kilometres, divide by 1,000. Now what you might notice is that when you're going from a larger unit to a smaller unit, you need to multiply. When you're going from a small unit to a large unit, you need to divide. Timesing by number makes it larger, and when we're dividing, it makes it smaller because there's less larger units in a small unit. Just to reiterate that, so to convert a larger unit to a smaller one, we multiply to get more of the smaller unit. To convert a small unit to a larger unit, we divide. It's a really important one to remember. Okay, let's have a look at some examples. I've got our little grid up here to give us a hand so that we can use that for our conversions. Okay, so the first one, convert the following. Convert 5.2 centimetres to millimetres. So I'm going from centimetres to millimetres, so I need to times by 10. So I need to go 5.2 times 10, which gives me 52 millimetres. Okay, let's have a look at the second example here. That should be AB. Okay, in example 2, I'm going from 2.7 kilometres to metres. So I'm going from kilometres 2 metres, so I need to times by 1,000. So 2.7 times 1,000 equals 2,700 metres. Make sure that you write the unit at the end, otherwise it's 2,700 cows or cats or bananas. You need to make sure you state the measurement. Okay, lucky last one. We're going from 540 centimetres to metres. So we're going the other way this time. We're going from centimetres up to metres. So that means we need to divide by 100. And so we'll get 5.4 metres. When you're doing these, some people have a really good understanding of these. What you need to think of is, if I had 540 centimetres, think about how long that is and think about how many metres that would be. So I want you to think about the reasonableness of your answer. Sometimes people will get numbers that don't make any sense to the conversion. Likewise in A, if I have 5.2 centimetres, how many millimetres fits in that 5.2 centimetres? Well, it's 52 millimetres. Let's have a look at this next one. I have 25,600 centimetres. So that's a lot of centimetres. And I need to convert it to kilometres. So I have 25,600 centimetres. How many kilometres can I make from 25,600 centimetres? So I'm going from centimetres and I'm going up to kilometres. So I've got a few divisions I have to do. And that's what you'll need to do from time to time. So I have 25,600 divided by 100, which gives me 256 metres. So I'm at this unit now, and I need to change it to kilometres. So I need to do 256 divided by 1000, and that gives me 0.256 kilometres. Once we've converted it to metres, we can see that it's actually not that far. So we're only looking at 256 metres, so that is only 0.256 kilometres. Okay, let's have a look at the next one. Again, this is one where we'll need to do 2 jumps. We have 890 millimetres, and we need to convert it to centimetres. So the first thing we need to do is 890 divided by 10, which gives us 89. And then we need to do 89 divided by 100, because we've gone, this was 89 centimetres, we need to go to metres. So we need to do 89 divided by 100, which gives us 0.89 metres. Last one here, we're going from kilometres to centimetres, so we have to times this time because we're going from large to small. So we need to do 6 times 1000 to convert it from kilometres to metres, so that gives us 6,000 metres. And now we need to do it to centimetres, so we need to do 6,000 times 100, which gives us 600,000 centimetres. And that makes a fair bit of sense. Okay, so that's how we do our conversions. It's really good to visualize this little sort of leapfrog system here, or to question yourself, does this answer actually make sense? Make sure when you're having to do 2 conversions that you step it out nice and clearly. This is the working that you should have on your page when you're solving these questions. Okay, the other part of today's lesson is on perimeter. Perimeter is the distance around a figure by calculating the sum of the lengths of the sides. In our first example, we have here, all we need to do is add all of these sides together. So we need to go 8 plus 9 plus 6 plus 7, which gives us 30 centimetres. And it's just 30 centimetres because we're just looking at the outside of the shape. We're not trying to find the area at this point. Okay, in this next example, find the perimeter. We have 3 centimetres here and 4 centimetres here. Now, some people have problems with these sorts of questions today. So if this is 3 centimetres, that means that this one here is 3. This length along here is the same as the total length of those 2 sides, so that one's going to be 6. And these 2 sides here are going to be the same as this side here, so that's going to be 4. So for this question, all you need to do is 4 plus 4 plus 6 plus 6, because we're just adding the total sum of the sides. So let's do that now, if it's going to let me. So we have 4 plus 4 plus 6 plus 6, which gives us 20 centimetres. And that's how we solve that one. Last question. Okay, so if the perimeter of the shape is 19 centimetres, find the value of x. Now we have these 2 sides here are both x, so that would be 2x plus 5 equals 19. Now we solve it like an equation, so we'll be left with 2x equals, now we're doing 5 minus 19, which is 14, and then we need to divide 14 by 2 to find out what x is by itself, and x is 7. centimetres. So you can go both ways with perimeter. You can either work forwards by adding them together, or you can work backwards with a little bit of algebra. Now, if this one here is not making too much sense, that's fine. I'm going to go over it again tomorrow. Last thing, homework. I would like you to do at least 10 minutes of hot maths tonight. Mainly focus on the first two levels, so 1 and 2. If you haven't got any other homework, then you can always do more. Alright, I'll see you later. Bye, Year 8s.